Hello and welcome. You're tuned into Rush Hour with me, Ankita Saxena. Well, it's a battle cry, Chalo Delhi all over again. Now, 2 years back after protests swayed northern parts of the country, the farmers have reignited their protests and returned to the borders of the national capital. Farmers from Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh with over 200 unions have reached Delhi after inconclusive talks with the union ministers yesterday. As tensions escalate, Delhi has fortified its borders, deploying massive police and paramilitary presence to prevent the farmers' march. The tear gas shells rained down on protesters as authorities erected multiple layers of barricades and concrete blocks. And well, Isha Mishra is here from ground to get us the latest. Over to you, Isha.
Right, Ankita, you have correctly pointed it out that there have been tear gas cannons that have been fired. Currently, I am at one of the epicenters of the last time the farmers' protest took place. It was Tikri border, and I am currently standing at Tikri border where a lot of barricading has taken place. In fact, I'd walk around to that place so that we can give our viewers a clearer picture. But there are these trucks, there are these massive trucks that have been placed so as to none of these barricades can be broken. But as we speak right now, the barricading is still underway. On your screens right now, there are these cement barricades which have nails coming out of them, which essentially mean that these barricades will be stopping the farmers' vehicles as well from entering. In fact, on my other side, we can see that these barricades are being placed. In fact, the police is making sure that these barricades are put in place. And these are not just any normal barricades. We can see that there are barbed wires on top of that. But other than that, instead of that, there were also the police personnel was also present here. Delhi Commissioner also was on spot. He was here to inspect all the preparations that took place. Currently, also in the background, we can see that preparations are being made. This border is being completely sealed. As to if the farmers end up coming here, they will have no option but to go back here. In fact, chains are also being put up on these particular these barricades that are being placed here. Heavy police personnel present here. In fact, throughout the day we saw that that briefings were taking place. The cops, in fact, senior officials visited out and out throughout the day to make sure that these barricades were there. They were placed on time. In fact, new CCTV cameras have also been put in place. Loudspeakers have been put in place. In fact, these cranes are here, and these trucks that are placed here. On top of that, there are a lot of sacks that have been placed, and these sacks essentially contain mud as to create more pressure on these trucks so that vehicles of the farmers cannot breach through this particular barricade that is behind me at the moment. But again, questions are being raised as to how the farmers' movement will be contained, especially as the High Court also further intervened and stated that it is the fundamental right. However, it is expected that the farmers will march towards this particular border where we're standing right now. We are expecting a very dramatic scene unfold here. But the Delhi police has upped its ante completely. They have brought in their Vajra, which essentially is their anti-riot weaponry. So the Delhi police is completely prepared. The farmers have also slammed the government for not adhering to their demands, for not listening to them, and for letting them be without caring about them. Back to you.
All right, Isha, thank you so much for getting us the ground report from Ground Zero. But with that, I have with me Vishwamohan Kumar, who's joining us to talk more on this. Vishwakumar, hi, welcome to ET Now. Tell us, what are the key demands of the farmers? Can you explain to our viewers why the government is unable to meet these specific demands? And, what are the implications of that?
See, there are 8 key demands of the farmers in this current protest. They are demanding to enact law to guarantee minimum support price. They are demanding since last 2-3 years. And the second demand is the price should be fixed according to the Swaminathan Commission report. And the third is debt of farmers and farm laborers should be waived off. This is also a key demand they are asking for from 2021 and 22. Manrega workers should get 200 days in a year and 700 rupees daily wages. They are asking for this wages also, wage increase for Manrega laborers. And the fifth demand is the cases filed against farmers in 2021-22 that should be quashed. They want this case should be taken back by the government, or they are asking this, and they met the government officials and the central ministers yesterday, but that could not be resolved. One more demand is they are asking for pension for all the farmers. They have crossed the age of 60. And the one more demand is related to import duty on agriculture input. They are asking to reduce the input cost, reduced import duty on agriculture products. So these are the key demands they are asking from the government.
Right, so given the demands, how do these demands of farmers affect India's food security and sustainable agriculture?
See, guarantee of MSP law is not possible in the current scenario. If you look at the revenue receipt of the nation, it is not feasible to demand it. Even if law is formed, then also the farmers will focus more on the paddy and wheat crop that are those are traditional produce. But government focusing on other crops like pulses, wild seeds. So if MSP guarantee law will enact, then they will not focus on other crops like pulses and wild seeds. That's why it's governments avoiding and not trying to give the guarantee for minimum support price. This is the key issue. They are avoiding this.
Right. But finally, Vishwamohan, if these demands were to be met, how are they going to affect the government's exchequer, the end consumer and the agro-based companies?
See, the major issue is meeting the demand like loan waivers, higher minimum support price and subsidies that will put a bigger strain on government budget. That is the major issue, and this reduces the funds available for other crucial sectors like healthcare, education, infrastructure. So government is also considering that, or they need to increase the tax revenue. That part is also considerable. After seeing this revenue receipt, it's not feasible. Higher MSP might discourage private investment in agriculture that will lead to lower tax revenue from agro-based industry, potential inflation, and increased government spending may fuel inflation. Further, implementing the exchequer through higher interest rate and borrowing cost. So these are the major issues they are not considering and giving this. They are not considering this demand that is asking that was asked by all the farmers in last protest also, and this time also they are asking the same demands.